I think people gravitate to sickles in general because they're thin. And so in their minds, if I have a thin instrument, there is less of a chance of me traumatizing the tissue. So oftentimes people present with tight interproximal spaces, or they have tissue that may have healed over some residual deposits, and you need that thin working in to get into those spaces without causing discomfort to the patient. So I think it's just easier to adapt and to maneuver around the mouth. So sickles accomplish a number of things. So when you start to talk about instrumentation, and this is a concept that's often taught called order of instrumentation. An order of instrumentation means that you want to use the instruments that will facilitate the removal of the most tenacious deposits down to finer deposits. And so you would start with an instrument that has the thickest shank. And believe it or not, if we're talking about order of instrumentation outside of files, chisels, and hoes, and people are like, what is that? Your sickle would be the first one. So you have your sickle with a thick shank, but also your sickles have a point, and people just prefer that point. And so I think this is why people will typically gravitate to it. And what we do know is that when people have a curette, an area specific or universal, they will typically sharpen them into a fine point. They shouldn't, because there's an instrument for that, but that's typically what happens.